Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out swing. Touchdown! Hit it, Marines! Go, go, go!
This is possibly like the best Halo franchise. There's so many options. You hear the vehicle, underground section. You can skip a bunch of stuff, blast through a bunch of stuff. It's just great. It's got some wonderful encounters. This is like the level that they were working on the longest at Bungie. It's like the test level. So it kind of makes sense that this would be one of the best levels considering it's got like the most time. And it went through a lot of different iterations too. At one point you were supposed to like kill a prophet in this level. But of course at that point the prophet was just said in a lead with a funny hat.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog. Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Hammer. You know our motto. We deliver.
Oh yeah, warthog time.
Okay, let's move out. Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
Oh man, so many good times in this level. I remember the Halo launch video where they would like pile up grenades and launch the warthog crazy far into the sky. So much good stuff came out of this level.
Back me up.
Now, I know having the passenger doesn't really help all that much, but you know, a little extra fire coming out of the passenger seat can be a bit more helpful than you would think, especially on higher difficulties.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the Silent Cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Cover fire!
Did it miss? Oh, I thought I got stuck by a grenade there.
Hey, way to go, come
Oh. Oh hey, it didn't hit me, it hit my Interesting. It's interesting to note that in Halo Combat Evolved, Marines. No! No! Marines actually do have a sort of shielding system similar to the stamina, you know, that they had in ODST, you know, that the player had in ODST. So they can take a few shots and it doesn't hit their health, and that'll recharge. But, you know, it's hardly
Covenant are putting up a
anything.
real fight. The Cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
Hey buddy, you coming with? Okay. He knows better than to follow the chief. Now you can bring like a warthog down in here and do all sorts of crazy
Don't
stuff.
let them lock the
But
door.
I'll just play this normally.
Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center. We have to get to the center before the Covenant. And failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside. LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving. Good luck, people. Keys out.
We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Alright, so that was a classic bug there where you can kind of shoot through that doorway. But you know, I don't know if you ever can face that elite in any way, so why not just shoot him down. Now this Warthog, you can go back to that pile of Marines that were back there and, you know, pick up more into the Warthog, but I don't know. I don't think I'll do that. I'll try to pick up this Marine up here and continue on. The Warthogs are completely indestructible in Halo Combat Evolved. Another fun thing I used to do on this mission would be me and a buddy on co-op would just get into Warthogs and repeatedly drive into each other. See whose Warthog would get sent flying in the air from that. Oof, my Marine is pretty hurt. There's this little tunnel way up here that if you drive through will lead you back up there. A lot of cool nooks and crannies in this level. Absolutely love it. Oh yeah, and here's the archway that they used to launch Warthogs over and stuff.
It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
No way to escape anymore.
I always like doing that.
There it is.
They have another Warthog here and ammunition.
Well, that can't be all of them.
Nice. Oh, stuck him. Awesome. I'm not usually too good at getting the sticks on the enemies. And here comes hunters. Now I won't just cheese them with the pistol one shot. I'll fight them. Yeah, I guess this is sort of cheesing, but you know, make it a bit of a battle. Oh, he hit me. One down. Hunter. Oh yeah, if you shoot the arm, that big metal arm, your shots will actually bounce off of it. 10. Kind of low ammo. Do I take an assault rifle? Yeah, I think there's an assault rifle around here. A tip, before walking over these like ammo pouches ever, always make sure your gun is fully reloaded, because usually one of those pouches will fully fill. And if you've, got a little bit of an empty clip, it will, won't fill up all the way. Here we have an overshield. And time for another terminal. See you in a bit.
Entropy. It has now been 3,000 years since my last contact with any of the other caretakers of the Halo Array. Despite clear communications protocol, my fellow monitors have either chosen to ignore, or, more likely, have lost the ability to engage in our scheduled updates. The continued lapse of the domain means that we are stuck with achingly slow wormhole superluminal communications. Prior to this total communication shutdown, the only messages I received in the preceding 4,573 years were incomplete and quite perplexing transmissions from Installation 05. I suspected that Monitor 2401 Penitent Tangent was not functioning correctly for some time before his messages ceased. I have logged my concerns about his ability to perform his duties. At this point, however, I'm not sure who I file logs for. 2401 may be destined for madness. There are fail-safes for this, I know. I hope they work. I will continue to visit the projection systems at the assigned dates. Perhaps the other monitors are dealing with interfering galactic phenomena or unexpected system failures. 3,000 years of system failures. Indeed. In the meantime, I have exhausted all scheduled research activities assigned by the Council. Once those experiments were complete, I shut down all Sentinel function and put myself into a state of significant hibernation to measure performance of the installation with negligible upkeep. After 150 years with no noticeable impact upon installation systems or integrity, even in hibernation I became bored. This was quite troubling, as I was led to believe I was not capable of such a state. This was one of the gifts I was promised, an end to strife. I am aware of the dangers of a system such as myself losing operational focus. Quite troubling. I wonder if my fellow monitors are experiencing similar states, or if this is because of my particular path to this installation. For amusement, I have begun a series of experiments involving the evacuation of all matter from contained sections of my installation. By measuring the geologic effects of exposure to the vacuum of space and the eventual biological recovery of these sections, I anticipate getting valuable insight into emergency response scenarios in case of sentient proximity warning.
Okay, so that was a fun little terminal going into some of Guilty Spark's madness and experiences, and I think it gave us a pretty good picture of what the poor guy was going through. One thing in combat is to look out for jackals with a bit of a glow around their gun, because that means they've got an overcharged shot ready to go. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. Probably not. Whoa. Like there. Just lost my entire overshield. Luckily it didn't have any impact on the health, but on higher difficulties it would have. Okay. Alright. Alright. So, if you guys don't know where another Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary skull is, there's one like right there in that bush. And there's also one, the hardest one, the most difficult one to deal with or get is actually in here. I'll point it out, but yeah, you have to do a pretty specific and difficult grenade jump to get to it. This is the area where I originally learned of the hunter's weakness. They would come in this doorway here, and I would crouch and watch. And they'd be unaware, and they'd be looking around with their head like this. And I would try to shoot them in the head to try to do the one-shot kill, and I found that shooting them in the neck the neck would actually take him out in one shot. I would shoot him in the neck like that, and I was like, oh, the headshot is just down right below that plate. But later on, you know, found out that no, it's just anywhere in the orange stuff. Oh, did his buddy shoot him? Oh man, I thought hunters were supposed to be like a bonded pair that, you know, never hurt each other and all that. Oh well, that's taken care of. Moving on. So that skull I mentioned, the hardest skull in Halo Combat Evolved to get to, is actually right up here, like on top of this building here. I'll show you in a minute.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system. Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
So yeah, to get the skull, what you would need to do is do a grenade jump from here up to this ledge right up there. It's incredibly difficult because you go too high, you bump your head, you fall down, you don't get enough distance, you have to crouch jump. It's quite the pain. I think on co-op there's an easier method of like spawning your co-op buddy up there.
Taking enemy fire. Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude.
Understood. We're on our way.
Okay, in this area there are some invisible elites. On legendary difficulty, the easiest way, or what I find to be the easiest way to deal with invisible elites is with the assault rifle actually, because it does health damage, it has a wide spread, and, you don't need to be super accurate. Quite a lot of so good place to use the assault rifle. Also, can I comment just how beautiful the music is in this game? I love it so very much.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
This Pelican wasn't here before we entered, but when we come out, there it is. It apparently crashed while we were in there. And now we have some grunts taken up area here. Now, what I always used to do on Legendary, or, you know, when playing, was I would shoot a bunch of the guys and then jump down with the overshield over on that side to skip and get to it, but I'll be going through kind of the normal way to get there. Actually, you know, turning around and walking all the way back down instead of taking the shortcut. Okay, that's enough. Let's go. Again, I like that the bodies don't respawn, they kind of spin around, and classic graphics, man, these bodies are juicy, full of blood, and they make these huge splatter areas, but they really toned down the blood for the anniversary graphics for some reason. Time to stock up. Oh, it's also good to know what the maximum ammunition for each weapon is if you're, you know, I don't know, trying to get really good at playing the campaign. I'm not anywhere near as good as some of the kind of crazy speedrunners out there, but I know enough to get through the legendary difficulty without too much trouble. Let's go, buddy. Did you have fun just sitting there pointing the gun at nothing? Well, get ready to fight.
Nice one!
Alright, I took them all out. Not all of them. Here's one. And there's another. Okay. Now here's the heavy weapon and the introduction of good old friend, the rocket launch shell. Just gonna go up here. I thought there might be some enemies left up here. And again, up here is where the easier to get skull is. Might as well just show it off. There it is. And again, you just walk over it and it will unlock the achievement. You can't pick it up because, you know, it's not actually there. It's just in the graphical overlay. I really like that they added skulls. Kind of a fun thing they were able to put in. And here we are back where we started. entire island is pretty small, circular. Let's pick up another Marine buddy, since these guys will just stand here and eventually drop dead for no reason.
La Bamba!
La Mamba. Cool. Alright. Let's continue. Again, to kill an enemy, all you have to do is touch him. That works even against hunters.
Come and take your medicine!
I think the Marines took him out.
Damn straight.
Alright, I'm gonna bring the Warthog down because I've got Marines and I think I'll set them up. Right here should be good. Here's an optional little cutscene.
got 2 enemy dropships coming in fast.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Negative. They're closing in too fast. Negative. Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Give him hell, Marine. We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map. It's everywhere! There. That holo panel should activate the map. Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation. Cortana to Captain Keyes.
The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've re-established contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Affirmative. Phone hammer out.
And once again I had my microphone off. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't turn the microphone off when the cutscenes are playing. You guys missed out on quite a bit of gay commentary. Maybe quality commentary. I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Alright. Pick up the plasma pistol. Sweet. And we're going. So yeah, if ever there's like no commentary after a cutscene, walking over and standing in a particular area like standing there, it's probably because I'm trying to tell you guys something interesting. I just stupidly didn't have my microphone. Interesting glitch with light and flashing together. That's something, I don't know. Redoing this entire Let's Play. So, I love this game so much. You can just sit for hours and play through the campaign again. The flow is just so good with this game. Yeah, sure, pick up the ammo and stuff. Yeah, so I really like the plasma rifle. It's like a much better assault rifle. more accurate. Takes out shield, so it pairs well with pistol. Fires fast. Nice. Oh, went flying. Wonder if he got stuck up there or something. He may have. That'd be cool. Alright, moving on. Best way I like to deal with the sword elite there, just stick them. Hey Marine buddies, let's go. Now up ahead I think there's a bunch of invisible elites. I don't know, might as well drive through them.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup.
Roger, on my way.
Alright. Now I believe if we drove back to where all those Marines were, they'd be gone, or past, or they would all be dead. But I don't know, if I remember correctly, even the Marines on the Warthog used to just be dead after coming through there, but I don't know. Either way, they'll probably be left behind here. Let's go.
Let's get moving.
Bye,
Hammer.
Marines.
Here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked up.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This Pelican won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Hammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.